Parking has always been a challenge for people. Some handle it with pride, while others leave behind a trail of hilarious failures. So grab your notebooks and get comfortable, because today we're going to issue a bunch of parking tickets. Not only did they move this car to the appropriate place, but they even tucked it in for the night. The owner should definitely be grateful. Free raffle alert. Park your car badly and win a spare wheel of car. And it seems like we have a winner. The excavator awarded these parking skills a well-deserved rating of garbage. This car was so close to the tracks that a train hooked it and dragged it, and in turn hooked another empty wagon. And now both are heading straight to the scrapyard. The parking skills of the startup owner are as non-existent as the patience of this loader operator. The firefighters had to break the car's front windows to reach the hydrant with the hose. But hey, now the car has extra ventilation. Before stealing a parking space from the owner of a convertible, remember their roof goes down, but yours doesn't. When she saw her car being towed, this lady reacted by jumping into the driver's seat, speeding off, and damaging several cars along the way. As expected, she was arrested shortly after. The operator of the backhoe pulled your car out of a big pile of snow. Now you need a brand new one. This place is wonderful for admiring the lake, but absolutely terrible for parking. You can't solve the problem of illegal parking, but you can move it. By blocking the exit of a truck, this driver unlocked access to the expensive world of car repairs. A burst water pipe. No, the mayor has organized a free car wash day. Scientific fact. Parking poorly can push your neighbors to call a tow truck. And trust me, it definitely won't handle your car with any gentleness. It only stopped on the shoulder one Siemens, but that brief moment was all it took for a tractor to hook your car with its enormous trailer. Now you'll be stuck here until the insurance company finally shows up. Watch how these guys punished a really terrible park. Legend has it that he still cannot manage to get out of there. They instructed him to park at all costs. Therefore, if you are a mechanic, kindly leave a comment regarding how much the damages will amount to. Gotham has Batman, Metropolis has Superman, and this city has the tow truck man. Anyone who dares to block this guy's exit will face an exciting treasure hunt called Find My Car. And no, it's definitely not a joke. Blocking someone's exit is not the most intelligent idea, especially if that someone can move your car like it's a traffic cone. This car is literally me trying to squeeze into my old jeans. I know they don't fit well, but I try anyway. In India, they give you an elephant instead of a ticket for parking poorly. The owner is going to get quite a big scare when they come back. Parking close to a construction site is the quickest way to become a pedestrian once more. They might have blocked the wheel, but they can never block their love for freedom. Well, the court will be handling that soon. This is the greatest disadvantage of flying cars. There are no good parking spaces for them. But seriously, does anyone have an explanation for how this car ended up in this location? It doesn't matter if you drive a Lada or a BMW, the forklift drivers see them all as poorly parked cans. They call this tow truck driver Joss, not because he's a professional, but because he decides how much longer your car will live. Someone turned this car into a work of art, probably matching the creative parking style of its owner. I'll park in the middle of the exit. What's the worst that could happen? This woman thought before walking home. If the devil doesn't exist, who invented the handbrake that drivers always forget? Only fools or guys without their own car dare to risk cheating on their girlfriends. She was so eager to take this parking spot that a kind soul made sure she could stay and enjoy it for a while. When you park so badly that people can't tell if it's a car or a trash can. This car was parked so well that a snowplow decided to preserve it under a new layer of snow. On this runway, you have to park strictly within the lines. 1 centimeter further back and your truck will become intimately familiar with the asphalt. Blocking the path of an excavator is a great way to go from car owner to owner of a smashed hamburger. Parking your car in the Colorado mountains is basically an open invitation for mountain goats to throw a dance party. Show this video. Still parked illegally 3 times before going to bed, and the results will surprise you. While he was seeing another woman, the owner's $75,000 Porsche suffered the consequences of his betrayal. This guy blocked the garbage truck's access to the dumpsters, and the garbage truck got creative with revenge. After spending $150,000 on a Ferrari, apparently there was nothing left for parking lessons. But don't worry, it's fine. Thanks to the owner's poor parking skills, he now knows exactly how Wendy felt in The Shining. Instead of tortillas, Light-Off customers got a shocking surprise. Several parked cars sank 4 or 5 meters into the ground. It turns out that the sandy soil of the parking lot was not compacted properly during the construction, which led to the sinking. This car could tell you what it is like to become someone's lunch. A break in the main water pipe created a sinkhole that literally swallowed this unfortunate vehicle. This culture is referred to as parking like an idiot, and now it is toy fagato. Very profound. We present to you parking yoga. All you need is a wall, a car, and a little bit of bad luck. We present a day in the life of a poorly parked car. The left side does not make it to the credits. Forklifts can be the best vehicles in the world. With one, you'd never have trouble finding parking. Illegally parked cars indeed don't go to heaven. They end up in the back of one of these. Cool. Is it a perfect cosplay meme or just terrible parking? You decide. Leave your opinion in the comments. Self-driving cars are so incredibly comfortable. Oh wait, this one didn't have the handbrake on. No, it's not a crowd of fans, but a rescue team moving a car that parked right on the train tracks. This is how nature trolls people living in buildings without underground parking. I can imagine their faces when they saw this. Nice try, alien. Now confess. How did you teleport the car here? A bad day for the Mercedes, but a much better day for the people rescued by these firefighters. This tractor driver responded to the bad parking with generosity. He built a brand new snow garage for the car. Every time it goes in reverse, your bank account loses a few dollars. Some people try their luck in casinos. Others accomplish it by parking a 7-ton truck at the edge of a drenched cliff. Parking justice will find you anywhere, even in your own backyard. In a brilliant attempt to save on parking, someone left their car on an already narrow street. It's no wonder a passing truck hit it. But where exactly did they miscalculate? Do you want half the city to hate you? Block the bus lane with your car. On the other hand, a car blocking a bus actually brings people together. So, small karma points for each unit. Take a look at the special package that was received from the fan club We Love Your Parking. Many illegal parkers get away with it, but this time karma showed up on time. When the no parking sign doesn't work, a rope and a backhoe intervene to enforce the rule. This truck did what we've all secretly wanted to do to a badly parked car. Admit it, please. It's not about revenge, but rather additional protection against other bad parkers. Warning, this video may provoke the urge to park your car far away from the road. If you love parking outside the lines, you'll also love having your door blocked. Want but spawn hearts invisible car? We have the solution. Park this masterpiece and these geniuses will take care of the rest. A few buckets of paint and voila. The owner of this car must have had the sweatiest palms in the history of the world while watching this unfold. GE parking injuries. Earl collides with an unoccupied vehicle, demolishes a battery, and completely destroys the engine. Now you have to wait for the police to arrive and bid farewell to your driver's license. For those who have a penchant for parking on sidewalks, Khan has devised a chilling form of retribution. I mean, quite literally. Business fear. The cargo company left their vehicles at the Smith's entrance and refused to pick them up. However, Ben didn't get angry. He simply failed them. Now, if they want their cars back, they'll have to pay. This is truly next level revenge. These drivers will no longer park in the seats. This is what happens when patience runs out, but the power remains. The driver of the Volkswagen should have checked if the people he took the parking spot from were carrying groceries, especially milk. Do you think this driver made it clear enough with his message about going to park? Did he keep his sidewalk and see her windshield wiper? It seems fair, doesn't it? He was pursued by an astonishing ability to park, and a bit faster. I suggest we don't inform the owner where his car ended up. Let him believe it was abducted by extraterrestrials. Cyclists in Hamburg fight illegal parking creatively, turning parked cars into abstract art or sculptism, whichever you prefer. Not the coziest place to read a book than in front of a car that constantly blocks the entrance to a fire station. This truck driver decided to take a shortcut through a narrow alley, and only God knows how many repair bills showed up in his mailbox that day. When you switch from a car to a helicopter, but keep the same parking habits. If you can't see the no parking signs, the excavator will ensure you can't see the road either. Excavators, the ultimate solution for those who ignore parking tickets. If I had to choose between walking on plazas and parallel parking, I'd already be barefoot. Here's a masterclass in parking. Rule number 1. Try not to confuse the accelerator and brake pedals. Luckily, the cars were empty. This is what happens when a World of Tanks player gets behind the wheel of a real vehicle. Good thing no one was inside. Should we encourage the shoulder to purchase a parking space for the owner from Lamborghini? It's clear you can't afford it. Every day, these women find themselves stuck, blocked by random cars, and have to wait for the drivers to move them. This SUV was the straw that broke the camel's back. It made them swap patience for an axe. Maybe now they'll put up a no parking sign themselves. Parking near a construction site has an advantage. Your car gets a free ride on a swing. In India, the police got tired of asking people to move their illegally parked motorcycles, so instead they brought in excavators. It seems like he traded his ability to read traffic signs for a McLaren, because it's impossible that he parked there on purpose. This guy confused the entrance of a subway station with a parking lot, so now his car is stuck. The 3 things that no one has ever seen: Bigfoot, the Loch Ness Monster one, a handicapped spot truly occupied by someone who needs it. This person's parking is not just a monstrosity, now it also stinks. I've heard that women in heels can do amazing things, but I never thought moving cars was one of them. Either this car just came back from a tanning salon, or some passerby and patient had a lot of matches and very little patience. Always check the side mirror before opening the door. Your car costs $376,000. Also at a sentence. Due to poor fastening, a huge spool rolled from a truck onto the road. Fortunately, a brave silver Chevrolet stopped it at the cost of its own board. Respect. $306 for a car. They convinced him he could drive anywhere. Turns out anywhere doesn't include the space between a truck and another car. This parking stopper has never felt so completely useless. Here's the secret to the amazing figure of the juggling cars. Driver, treat parking as if it were a scientific experiment. Trial and error, mostly error. You have 3 seconds to guess what has happened to this car. Of course, it wasn't parked at all. On the bright side, at least now no one can steal it, not even the owner himself. This truck arrived, saw, and completely conquered the signs. Why pay a parking fine when you have the option to pay double for a motorcycle repair? Who knows? Trucks never leave a parking lot by themselves. They always take a little souvenir with them. There isn't enough space available. It had never discouraged this particular driver. The Nobel Prize Committee for Parking wants to know where he is located. This was officially the shortest journey ever recorded in the history of the Ghost Rider. Let's consider the positive aspects. At least now there won't be any drafts inside the cabin. Dig, the vans are carrying me in their arms with that car. Same girl. There's nothing duct tape can't fix, including rude drivers. He can officially say that this parking space was designed exclusively for him. Just a reminder, calling your car flower doesn't give you permission to park in a garden. Using a phone card to reserve a parking spot is a great idea until you have to find a new place to park when the real one arrives. Now sit back and enjoy the work of a true master of the wheel. When it comes to parking wars, the one with the most plastic wrappers always wins. And that is indeed a fact. DC yellow lines literally marked off his previously spotless driving record. The plan to park on the shoulder fell apart, just like the wet ground under the wheels of this car. And while they take it out, the driver has some time to reflect on what exactly he did wrong. This video is your signal to head to the gym. They say that having stronger arms can help with parking in Taranello, but you don't follow me. It's not that he doesn't know how to drive. It's just that the cars are too frightened to be driven by him. They parked under a sign and hoped for the best outcome. It's a shame that his luck is working for the tow truck driver. I want to believe in myself as much as this driver believes he can fit into this space. Not even the tow truck could navigate through this disaster. That's how legendary this parking situation is. Some farmers plant crops. This one sows justice. Born to be a space cowboy, yet forced to be an illegal valet on land. Life is so incredibly unfair. When you are the law, but the law simply doesn't care. This is probably the most expensive parking spot I have ever seen. It was surely meant for a millionaire. A parking ticket is still too big of a financial hit. This genius blocked the sidewalk, and his car learned what hell on earth is. Paper bills are extremely harmful to the environment, but an 18 kilograms tree stump is a truly sustainable application. I suppose this is what they call friendly fire. What are your thoughts on the new appearance of this BMW? To be honest, I believe it looks significantly better than it did before. Out of all the possible places to park, he decided on his co-worker's side mirror. But why? If you park too close to the tracks, then be prepared to see your bumper travel in first class. The police started using the yards and crosswalks in the area as their personal parking spaces. After all the ignored complaints, a resident placed concrete blocks with a note about traffic laws. He left his sedan overnight, but in the morning, a garbage truck was there instead. The magic of parking. Red truly attracts luck, but it draws in cart pushers even more quickly. And that is all for today. What is the worst parking fail you have ever seen? Share it with us in the comments. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to see more. See you later.